Womb Supremacy, Rebekah's Struggle from Within. In this video, I will delve into the spirit of Esau. The story starts in Genesis chapter 25, verses 18 to 24. 18. And they dwelt from Havilah unto Shur, that is before Egypt, as thou goest toward Assyria. And he died in the presence of all his brethren. 19. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begat Isaac. 20. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel the Syrian of Padanaram, the sister to Laban the Syrian. 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. 22. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. 23. And the Lord said unto her, Two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. In the book of Jasher, chapter 26, verses 8 to 15, it reads, 8. And the Lord heard the prayer of Isaac, the son of Abraham, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. 9. And in about 7 months after the children struggled together within her, and it pained her greatly, that she was wearied on account of them. And she said to all the women who were then in the land, Did such a thing happen to you as it has to me? And they said unto her, No. 10. And she said unto them, Why am I alone in this amongst all the women that were upon earth? And she went to the land of Moriah to seek the Lord on account of this. And she went to Shem and Eber his son to make inquiries of them in this matter, and that they should seek the Lord in this thing respecting her. 11. And she also asked Abraham to seek and inquire of the Lord about all that had befallen her. 12. And they all inquired of the Lord concerning this matter. And they brought her word from the Lord, and told her, 2 children are in thy womb, and 2 nations shall rise from them. And one nation shall be stronger than the other, and the greater shall serve the younger. 13. And when her days to be delivered were completed, she knelt down, and behold, there were twins in her womb, as the Lord had spoken to her. 14. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and all the people of the land called his name Esau, saying, That this one was made complete from the womb. 15. And after that came his brother, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel. Therefore they called his name Jacob, and the children struggled together within her. When she was quick with child, this was some time before her delivery, and was not a common and ordinary motion felt by women in such circumstances, but an extraordinary one. The 2 children in her strove with each other, as if it was for mastery, or who should get out first before the proper time, which not only gave her great uneasiness of mind, but pain of body. This was an emblem of the future difference between those 2 children, Esau and Jacob, and of the contentions that would be between their respective offspring, and of the enmity and war between good and bad men in all ages, and of the conflict between flesh and spirit in all good men. And she said, If it be so, why am I thus? That is, either if it be so with me, as is not with others in the like condition. For, as Aben Ezra suggests, she had inquired of other women, whether it had ever been so with them, and they replied, No. Then, says she, how comes it to pass that it should be different with me from others? Or if those children by struggling should kill one another, or be abortive and kill me, why should I have been so desirous of conception? So, there you have it in a nutshell. Rebekah was literally dying. Esau, in the womb, was so hell-bent on ruling that he was willing to not only sacrifice Jacob, but his mother too. In other words, if I can't rule, No one can, and I will burn it all down. Since the time of the Cold War, this doctrine has been called MAD, or mutually assured destruction. With regard to nuclear weapons, all sides were determined to amass as many warheads as possible, so that if a nuclear war broke out, nobody would survive. Nobody would win. Jacob, on the other hand, discerned in his spirit what was happening, and allowed Esau to win just so everyone could live. That being said, he grabbed onto Esau's heel to let him know that this fight wasn't over. Jasher, chapter 26, verse 17, captures the complete character of Esau and Jacob. 17. And the boys grew up to their 15th year, and they came amongst the society of men. Esau was a designing and deceitful man, and an expert hunter in the field. And Jacob was a man perfect and wise, dwelling in tents, feeding flocks, and learning the instructions of the Lord and the commands of his father and mother. Also, in the book of Jubilees, chapter 19, verse 13 to 15, it reads, 13. Jacob was a smooth and upright man, and Esau was fierce, a man of the field, and hairy, and Jacob 14 dwelt in tents. And the youths grew, and Jacob learned to write. But Esau did not learn, for he 15 was a man of the field and a hunter, and he learnt war, and all his deeds were fierce.
Join me as I dive into the complex layers of Rebekah's story in Genesis and try to uncover what's really happening beneath the surface. Rebekah's story is one of faith, family, and the challenges that come with making tough choices. She's a pivotal character in Genesis, and her actions have a lasting impact on the biblical narrative. Leaving her family behind was not an easy decision for Rebekah. It was a journey that required immense courage and trust in the God she was coming to know. Her choice to leave was motivated by a desire to become part of a new family, one that was deeply connected to God's covenant with Abraham. But little did she know, this decision would set off a chain of events that would test her faith and shape her future in ways she could hardly imagine. As she traveled to meet Isaac, Rebekah was faced with uncertainty about her new life. Would she be accepted by her new family? Would she be able to navigate the complexities of her new role? These questions swirled in her mind, but she pressed on, driven by a sense of purpose and destiny. Rebekah's relationship with her family was also about to undergo a significant transformation. She was leaving behind the comfort and familiarity of her childhood home, and this transition would not be without its challenges. Her decision to leave would have far-reaching implications, not just for her own life but for the lives of those around her. Rebekah's background is fascinating. Born into a family that was part of the Aramean community, she was raised with values and traditions that were vastly different from those of the Israelites. Yet, when she met Isaac, she was drawn into a world that was foreign to her, a world governed by the principles of faith and covenant. Her relationship with Isaac was built on trust and mutual respect. Isaac, being a man of deep faith, saw in Rebekah a partner who shared his commitment to God. Together, they formed a bond that was not only a marriage of love but also a union that furthered God's covenant with Abraham. Rebekah's role in the continuation of Abraham's covenant cannot be overstated. She was to be the mother of two sons, Esau and Jacob, each of whom would play a critical part in God's plan. Her womb was to be the source of a new generation of leaders, ones who would carry forward the legacy of faith and obedience. The dynamics of Rebekah's family were complex, and her role as a mother was fraught with challenges. Her sons, Esau and Jacob, had vastly different personalities, and their rivalry was a source of tension in the family. Rebekah's relationship with her sons was deeply influential, shaping their destinies in profound ways. One of the most pivotal moments in Rebekah's story comes when she decides to help Jacob deceive Isaac. Her motivation was to ensure that Jacob, the younger son, received the blessing that Isaac intended for Esau, the elder. She believed that God had ordained Jacob to be the recipient of this blessing, and she took matters into her own hands to ensure that it happened. But why did Rebekah feel the need to intervene? It was clear that Isaac was favoring Esau, and Rebekah feared that if she did not act, the blessing would go to the wrong son. Her actions were driven by a desire to see God's will fulfilled, even if it meant going against cultural norms and family expectations. The consequences of Rebekah's decision were far-reaching. Jacob received the blessing, but at a cost. The deception led to a deep rift between Esau and Jacob, a rift that would take years to heal. Rebekah's actions, though well-intentioned, brought about a period of turmoil in her family. Rebekah's story is a powerful reminder that faith and agency are often intertwined. Her life was marked by moments of courage and conviction, times when she chose to trust God even when the path ahead was unclear. If you've been inspired by Rebekah's story, share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about biblical characters and their stories, be sure to check out my other videos for deeper insights.
Coloring Book for Kids, Volume 2. Available August 15, 2025 on Amazon. The Bible Lions Coloring Book for Children. Color 30 fun designs of inspirational verses and Christian artwork. A beautiful children's coloring book designed to fill your child's mind with the positive words of God's love. The Bible Lions Coloring Book for Kids was designed to be a fun, yet effective way to help children calm their tension. Hand-lettered quotes and adorable hand-designed illustrations will inspire your child as they reflect on God's promises.